अस्सलाम वालेकुम। कभी गिरते तो कभी गिर के संभलते रहते, बैठे रहने से तो बेहतर था कि चलते रहते। चल के तुम और के कदमों से कहीं के न रहे, अपने पाँव से अगर चलते तो चलते रहते। ऑनरेबल प्रो वाइस चांसलर साहब, प्रोफेसर मोहम्मद हनीफ बेग, my very esteemed chief guest, Madam Upma Shrivastava, honored guest of honor Robert D. Manning, Professor Robert D. Manning and Professor Hemanti Rumi Rangisoon, my honorable Dean and Chairman, other dignitaries on the dais, and I would particularly mention of the dais, Mr. Shah from Bhutan, Mr. Arif from Canada, Mr. Mario from Switzerland, Mr. Jamil Saab from Bahrain, and so many other friends who have come this far. I welcome you once again. Well, Department of Commerce had been established in 1946, and I believe that such interventions is the norm in the department. I thank all the seniors, whether retired or not, that they have nurtured the department well, and we are trying to take the legacy further. Sir, we have actually organized this time a 5-day international conclave, which included 3 events. We had organized 2 days international research methodology workshop, which was taken care of by Professor Robert D. Manning. The first session of the conference was taken care of. Then the second session was conducted very lucidly by Maria Kurotolo, sitting here with us. Then on the next day we had Professor Usha Lenka, who had been a fantastic resource to us, and I'm sure that a future target for us. She was here with us from IIT Roorkee, and then our own S.M. Shah from Psychology Department. They have made it a real success. Then we had last day, yesterday only, we had the symposium which discussed the entrepreneurial initiative with a special reference to women entrepreneurs. And there our keynote speaker was Madam Salma Ansari, wife of ex-Vice President Mr. Hamid Ansari Sahab, and who is in herself is a real social engineer and entrepreneur. I mean, her contribution for the deprived section of the society, for the have-not section of the society is a talk of the town, I believe, and really commendable. So she was here with us talking about the social entrepreneurship. Then of course we had a senior bureaucrat, Madam Meenakshi Gupta, who is presently Member Secretary to the National Commission for Women. And then we had some of our own alumnus, female alumnus, who could make it in the life, who themselves are the entrepreneurs, and they shared their bent of mind. Okay, and today here we are for this conference. Before really setting up the tone, I have to work out on certain issues. Perhaps I'll start with certain facts. India is a country which roughly produces 3 crores people every year. Taking, let us say, 1/3 as the homemakers, still, because the female participation is increasing very fast. Still, if 1/3 is taken as homemakers, still 2/3, that is 2 crores of people are joining the labor force, which is, I believe, is one of the biggest challenges. I don't know. I strongly feel that whether it is BJP or Congress, it doesn't matter. It is not about the parties. It is about the economic fact that perhaps the economy cannot generate 2 crores job per year, and that's a hard reality, whether we like it or not. Then another very precarious fact is that the total unemployment rate, just leaked the data by NSO, is 6.1%, which is ever highest in the country. Still more precarious and problematic issue is that the labor participation is reducing. Reducing labor participation means those who have the skill set, those who are capable of doing things, even they are not applying. They have started feeling like that there is no point in applying, there are no jobs. Now this is a this is more of a psychological problem rather than economic. And this erodes the confidence of the youth. And if a nation loses the confidence of the youth, I think that is the worst thing that could happen to a nation. Because it is the bonus human capital on which we are banking upon. So if we lose that, if we lose the confidence of that youth itself, nothing remains. So please don't think that I'm trying to push a panic button. That is not the idea. I'm not doing that. Still, if you still see the future, there is it seems to be little bleaker, because this time we are not to fight, we are not to compete with the peer group. We have to compete with robots. We have to compete with artificial intelligence, algorithm, and big data. This is one serious threat to the youth. Then another very important challenge upcoming is cloning, biotechnology, where the people would be redundant. It is not a question of economic exploitation. Rather, it will be a question of economic irrelevance. People will go for opting robots, not us. So that's a very serious challenge. And therefore, I'm saying that I'm not trying to push a panic button before the youth. What I'm saying is to invite you to think, to deliberate, to ponder, to re-strategize. Perhaps the normal education and our casual approach towards life and building up the careers may not be the right answer. We have to think twice. We have to deliberate. We have to re-strategize. So this is extremely important. Now the question is what to do. I will just take a few more minutes. I would just take you back to 70,000 years back, where we were just another animal being, and almost we are no different. I think many of the animals are social beings. We can take example of honeybees, we can take example of ants. There are animals which are intelligent enough who can think. Chimpanzee is an example. There are animals who strategize. You could have seen Discovery Channel lions hunting. They strategize. They move. What makes us different? The human beings. Our point of difference is not thinking. Our point of difference is not strategies. Our point of difference is our ability to sense the environment and re-strategize, rejuvenate. And therefore, I very humbly submit to this house that please take this conference as an opportunity to build up an argument with an understanding that we are going to compete robots, we are going to compete big data, we are going to compete the clones, best of the clones prepared. And perhaps one of the answers, not the ultimate answer, is the entrepreneurial innovators. We have to understand the environment, we have to invent, re-innovate, we have to innovate and creatively build our own empire, each one of us. And therefore, I think this initiative is of prime importance. Before I lay the dice, I'll just dedicate one couplet to my especially younger generation कि ये चिराग जैसे लम्हे कहीं रायगा न जाएं, ये चिराग जैसे लम्हे कहीं रायगा न जाएं, कोई ख्वाब देख डालो, कोई इनकलाब लाओ। थैंक यू।